one of the subjects I took was early childhood education. I was really excited of doing it, but after a while, and as I was coming close to ending year 12, I just lost interest and I was struggling with a lot of self-confidence. I was always debating with myself if I was even capable of working with children. So eventually I had to drop out. I did learn a lot of stuff from that course, and there should be more men in early childhood education. I'm telling you this because, well, there's actually a lot of video games for early childhood, most of which are based on licensed products. Yes, believe it or not, the PS1 has games for toddlers for the sole purpose of parents to go, well, if I buy a Dora game and say it's for little Kevin, then Janice won't sell the PS1. So, I thought today, for craps and giggles, I'd take a look at them. The first game we're going to be taking a look at is Blue's Big Musical, which is obviously based off Blue's Clues.
The game starts off with an intro cutscene, and I've just got one question. Steve, where is your teeth? This model has a gaping void for a mouth. That's terrifying! So the intro cutscene is like the show. It offers a 3D model in a 2D environment with 2D characters. But the problem is that the tone clashes, making everything look fine, and Steve looking wrong. But it's a PS1 game, and the show was live action in a cartoon, so I can't really fault it. Steve looks really creepy though. The menu screen, I need to complain. Why the hell can't we move the selector left and right? Only up and down. Look, some of the options are together horizontally, so I should be able to select it horizontally, but I can't. This may seem like a nitpick, but it's still annoying. Either have it as one list, or let me move the selector left and right. It's ridiculous. The story of the game is that there is a music show coming up, and everyone is helping out. We need to set up the stage and find the instruments. So Blue, of course, suggests that we play Blue's Clues. Ha! The game itself is easy for kids, but still offers a bit of challenge. The challenge of figuring out what the hell you're meant to do. The controls are fine, moving is spot on, but interacting with everything, I guess, is all the same button. The graphics look amazing, aside from gaping mouth Steve. The house looks like the show, and it feels like you're playing a Blue's Clues episode. How cool is that? I came across this picture, so Blue goes skidoo, weekend 2, and goes into the picture. The Felt friends invite us to play a game, which is basically, a musical version of Red Light, Green Light. It's easy to beat, but as a kid's game, it offers a fair bit of challenge, as timing of pressing the right arrow and stopping can lead to a fun gameplay for children. But I got bored, so I left when it was over.
Now we come to the hardest part, scoring this game. Well, I would have to give it a score that combines a casual game and a game for toddlers. Blue's Clues, Blue's Big Musical gets a 4 out of 10. As a children's game, it's pretty solid. It offers challenge without being too hard or too easy that it's insulting. But as a PS1 game, this is a total joke. This game is definitely a good game you would consider buying for your children, especially if they're fans of Blue's Clues. But as a casual gamer, no. Now, let's move on to a childhood classic, Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, Winnie the Pooh. What a willy-nilly silly old bear you are. For those who don't know, Winnie the Pooh is one of the characters from the mainstream juggernaut, Disney. The biggest Disney franchise, but didn't milk the money cow as much as Mickey did. Nevertheless, he was very popular with toys, TV shows, movie, for better or worse, and of course, video games. The first game on our list is Pooh's Party Game, In Search for the Treasure, aka Party with Winnie the Pooh, in Power Regions.
Now, you guys know about the last party game we looked at on this channel, Shrek Pooper Party. You know we have to compare the two.
Released by Disney Interactive, it starts with a drill humping the floor, and it's revealed to us that this game was made by Doki Denki. Who are they? And with that, we can start Pooh's Party Game. We get a choice of 6 characters: Tigger, Pooh, Owl, Roo, Piglet, and Rabbit. I'll go with Pooh. So our story starts in the 100-acre woods where Rabbit is pissed at Pooh for eating his honey. Then Tigger shows up and pounces Pooh, and then he gets his head stuck in a honey pot. The gang find a piece of paper stuck on the back of Tigger's head, but the paper is actually a treasure map. But out of nowhere, Gopher shows up and the little rodent steals the thing along with bees chasing him. The game runs on a game board. Finally, we get a game board. And with that, we get our first game. And it's a racing game that kind of reminds me of Dante's Dash. And by the beard of Ned Kelly, it controls like it's... Okay, well, it's not that bad, but turning is a nightmare. Instead of turning left and right as you would in Mario Kart or CTR, you turn 180 degrees like an RC car. I know I should be raging at this, but this game had me laughing my ass off recording this because it's so wacky and zany. I love it! The game board works like this. There's no dice, but instead we have to select numbers 1, 2, or 3.
Well, haven't seen that before. It still works better than the game board in this, because you didn't have to use a freaking ball!
The next game I got into was this Bomberman clone. Instead of bombs, it's party boxes. The idea of the game is that you're building platforms with your box while trying to blow up the other characters. For a Bomberman clone, it's actually pretty awesome and accurate to the real Bomberman. After each game, the winner gets a cute little cutscene of them doing a victory dance. Looky how cute!
Wow! Pooh's party game is actually pretty solid. I'm not even joking. It's a great game for children to play with family or friends, and I even think some casual gamers can get a kick out of this. But I do have to be critical in saying that it lacks in content. The fact that it doesn't have a dice is still a piss-poor decision in my opinion, and the game board itself is pretty bland. But there are still so many clever things in this game that I just can't justify it ever receiving a less than average score. So, Pooh's Party Game gets a 5 out of 10. Hey, look on the bright side. It's at least a 10 out of 10 when compared to this Demon Spawn. Alright, one more game before we end. Let's go with something cute and innocent to... the Teletubbies. Do I really need to say anything about them?
So the intro is basically like the show, which is pretty nice. Unfortunately, they got real lazy on the menu, and it's just a still image. But anyway, we select a character, and this is where I apologize for not praising the character selection in the previous game. We don't get to select shit here. So we pick our Teletubby, and now we're moving around, and I choose Tinky Winky because he walks around and sings about taking a piss.
Winkle, winkle, tinky, winky, pinkle, winkle, tinky, winky.
Because... reasons?
Oh look, there's Tinky Winky's red handbag. Let's pick it up. Well, apparently he found picking up his handbag so entertaining that he wants to do it again. No thank you. Now we're playing hide and go seek. A Teletubby is hiding behind one of these trees, and you just need to touch it. But this is insulting even for children. The first Teletubbies that we need to find are Poe and Lala. They're brightly coloured characters, red and yellow. What child is going to instantly figure that out? Speaking of child, when we go to the windmill, we actually get to watch clips of children saying stuff, all like the show. But the bastard who made this game got lazy. They didn't even use FMVs for the show whenever the Teletubbies were on screen. And now we're a train because... reasons.
Okay, that's it. I can't take it anymore. Even as a baby game, this is painful. The FMVs are underused or completely pointless, especially with the decisions they made. The content is lacking to keep children entertained and involved, and it's just not a good game. So, metaphorically, Play with the Teletubbies gets a 2 out of 10. I think we can all agree that these games are nothing but a cash grab, because in game design, a popular thing mixed in with kittywinks begging for their parents equals money in the bank. So, as you can see by our calculations on the graph, if we design a game based on a popular product and absolutely not give a damn about it because kids will buy it no matter what, we can make a monopoly on parents and grannies who really don't know any better. Now, who wants a whiskey? Oh, I need to do something else. You know what? I'm thinking about having an old friend over for dinner. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a big fat thumbs up and subscribe and turn on channel post notifications. And please, please guys, look after yourselves in this very difficult time. We're all going through it, so let's get through it together. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace!